Would you like to sleep deeply without interruptions and wake up with real energy? Don't leave this video and give it a like because today I will reveal 7 transformative foods for your nightly rest with surprising results. Imagine that frustrating moment when you go to bed and cannot fall asleep, or worse, when you wake up in the middle of the night unable to go back to sleep. This not only robs you of energy the next day, but gradually deteriorates your health. These problems are especially frequent after the age of 50, when our biological clock begins to behave differently. The good news is that nature offers us effective, safe, and completely natural tools. These 7 foods contain compounds that directly collaborate with your nervous system, facilitating deep, restorative, and continuous sleep. You can easily incorporate them into your dinner or take them shortly before going to bed. Many people notice progressive improvements night after night, as if the body gradually remembers how to rest properly. If you currently depend on sleeping pills, pay special attention. These foods could free you from them. Unlike pharmaceuticals that only mask the problem and create dependence, these natural options gradually restore your circadian rhythm without side effects. Number 1. The secret power of the banana. The humble banana hides surprising potential to induce sleep thanks to its unique combination of nutrients that act in synergy: magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6. Magnesium and potassium promote natural muscle relaxation, sending the body a silent message that it is time to release accumulated tensions. If you usually feel physically tense or mentally restless at bedtime, you probably need more of these minerals. Vitamin B6 is essential because it transforms tryptophan into serotonin, a substance that generates well-being and serenity, which later becomes melatonin, the main chemical messenger that tells your brain it is time to sleep. Let us consider the example of Maria, a 70-year-old woman with months of chronic insomnia. When she began eating a ripe banana with brown spots, 1 hour before bedtime, she noticed that her legs moved less at night. After several weeks, when she combined it with other foods on this list, her nighttime awakenings decreased significantly. You can eat it alone or prepare a comforting homemade pudding with warm oat milk, excellent for relaxation. A little-known fact: slightly green bananas contain a greater amount of resistant starch, fiber that feeds the beneficial intestinal bacteria related to the production of substances that favor sleep. Do not expect an immediate effect like a medication. The banana works gradually, helping your brain to recover its natural ability to induce sleep without external chemicals. Number 2. The relaxing magic of almonds. These small but powerful nuts are much more than just a healthy snack when it comes to improving sleep quality. Their high magnesium content acts like a biological switch for the nervous system. When consuming almonds, this mineral sends a clear signal to slow down, release tension, and prepare for the night. It works as a natural facilitator for the transition from alertness to rest mode. In addition, magnesium directly regulates cortisol, the stress hormone. It is often responsible for repetitive thoughts at bedtime. If you cannot turn off your mind when your head touches the pillow, you probably need to incorporate more magnesium into your nightly routine. Almonds also provide vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that combats silent chronic inflammation that interferes with deep sleep without you noticing, affecting your ability to achieve continuous and restorative sleep. By reducing this inflammation, the body and mind can rest without subtle but constant interruptions. A revealing fact: the healthy fats in almonds stabilize glucose levels during the night. If you wake up between 2 and 4 in the morning with a feeling of hunger or discomfort, you are probably experiencing a drop in blood sugar. These fats prevent those peaks and crashes, keeping your energy balanced until dawn. To take advantage of these benefits, consume between 7 and 10 almonds 1 hour before sleeping. You can eat them raw, although soaking them for a few hours facilitates nutrient absorption by eliminating anti-nutrients that could interfere with the digestion and assimilation of magnesium. If you prefer something creative, prepare homemade almond milk, soak the almonds overnight, peel them, blend them with warm water, and add a pinch of cinnamon. This drink, consumed before bed, relaxes, nourishes, and calms from within, creating the perfect setting for prolonged and deep sleep. Before continuing with the foods that promote restorative rest, You need to know about a supposed sleep ally that actually sabotages your nights inadvertently: decaffeinated coffee. Many consume it confidently, thinking that its low caffeine content makes it a safe nighttime option, but reality differs considerably. Although marketed as a harmless alternative, decaf coffee retains between 3% and 10% of the original caffeine, enough to alter the nervous system of sensitive people just when it should begin to calm down. The problem doesn't end there. What is truly concerning are the methods used to extract caffeine. Chemical solvents such as methylene chloride or ethyl acetate are often used. Although the residues in the final product are minimal, studies show that these compounds interfere with neurotransmitters that regulate the sleep cycle, progressively deteriorating sleep quality. There is also a more subtle but equally powerful effect: psychological conditioning. After years of associating coffee with the morning state of alertness, your brain links its taste and aroma with activation, even in decaf versions. This ritual sends contradictory signals to your mind which, instead of relaxing, interprets it as a time to wake up, particularly affecting the deep sleep phase, essential for body regeneration, immune strengthening, and mental reorganization. If you go through all the stages of sleep without staying enough time in this restorative phase, you will wake up without energy, with brain fog, or with the feeling of insufficient rest. Number 3, cherries, the red fruit that regulates your internal rhythm. Few people imagine that something as small and delicious as a cherry can directly impact sleep quality. These natural red jewels represent much more than a seasonal treat. They are an extraordinary source of melatonin, the main chemical messenger that tells the body when to sleep. Your body naturally produces melatonin at nightfall, but factors such as stress, aging, or prolonged exposure to screens can interfere with this production. Here is where cherries intervene beneficially. Consuming a portion, 10 to 15 units, fresh or frozen, 1 hour before bedtime helps restore your biological clock by providing a gentle but effective boost to initiate the sleep process. Their benefits don't end there. Cherries contain abundant anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that combat silent inflammation that interferes with deep rest. These substances function like a nightly cleaning crew, reducing brain oxidative stress and promoting greater mental clarity upon waking. If you wake up with joint stiffness, muscle tension, or a heavy body sensation, your sleep is probably not being completely restorative. Cherries facilitate the transition from wakefulness to deep sleep, promoting a lighter awakening with greater physical mobility. Fascinating fact: many people experience sleep deterioration during seasonal changes, when days lengthen or shorten abruptly due to alterations in melatonin production. Cherries, containing this compound naturally, function as a stabilizing anchor for circadian rhythm, regardless of external light conditions. It is essential to choose cherries properly, consume them fresh or frozen, never dehydrated. Dried versions concentrate high amounts of sugar that generate energy spikes, counterproductive precisely when your body needs to calm down. If you are looking for a delicious, natural, and scientifically backed remedy to improve your sleep, cherries could be the missing piece in your rest puzzle. Easily integrate them into your nightly routine, alone, in smoothies with plant milk, or as part of a small relaxing snack. Number 4, the kiwi. Small, green, and powerful for your sleep. At first glance, kiwi may seem like just an exotic, refreshing fruit. However, behind its hairy appearance and vibrant color hides one of the most effective natural tools to optimize sleep quality. This is not claimed lightly. This fruit has been scientifically studied in New Zealand, its country of origin, where surprising sleep benefits were discovered. The key lies in its extraordinary serotonin content, a fundamental neurotransmitter for inducing mental calm. Serotonin not only improves mood, but also constitutes the essential precursor for the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates the sleep-wake cycle. Essentially, kiwi prepares the neurological conditions for your body to unequivocally receive the message to begin rest. Additionally, this small fruit contains abundant antioxidants such as vitamin C and E that combat oxidative stress, a silent cellular wear and tear that particularly affects the brain, generating mental confusion, concentration difficulties, and memory lapses. If you experience morning brain fog or problems remembering simple information upon waking, you probably need to strengthen your antioxidant defenses, a function where kiwi stands out extraordinarily. Interesting fact, even the skin of the kiwi concentrates a considerable part of its benefits. Although it may seem unusual, by washing the fruit well and removing the filaments with a soft brush, you can consume it with the peel, multiplying its contribution of fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients. This additional fiber regulates digestion, a factor directly linked to better night rest. An excellent combination consists of mixing kiwi with half a banana. The tryptophan present in the banana synergistically complements the serotonin of the kiwi, enhancing the natural production of melatonin. This combination provides your body with all the necessary elements to transition smoothly and steadily into a deep and restorative sleep. If you prefer practical alternatives, prepare a nightly smoothie with kiwi, banana, and warm plant-based milk, a light and nutritious mix that optimally prepares your nervous system for complete relaxation. In addition to directly improving sleep, kiwi relieves other problems that obstruct rest such as anxiety, emotional swings, and muscle discomfort, literally turning it into a multifunctional fruit for your nights. Number 5. Sauerkraut, the fermented cabbage that calms your night from the gut. It may be surprising to find sauerkraut on this list, that fermented cabbage with an intense flavor and European origin. However, this ancient food possesses such powerful properties that it can become a true nighttime ally when used correctly. What is truly fascinating about sauerkraut is not only its probiotic richness, beneficial microorganisms that balance intestinal flora, but also its ability to stimulate the natural production of melatonin. During fermentation, cabbage develops bioactive compounds that your body can transform into neurotransmitters that induce calm and preparation for sleep. Among them stands out tryptophan, an essential amino acid initially converted into serotonin and later into melatonin by the brain. A crucial detail, sauerkraut does not work in isolation. To facilitate tryptophan's access to the brain, complex carbohydrates are required. For this reason, combined with foods such as oats, brown rice, or sourdough bread, its effect is considerably intensified, establishing a direct pathway to the rest-regulating center. However, certain combinations must be avoided. Sauerkraut, like all fermented foods, contains histamine, a substance that can potentially generate restlessness, facial flushing, itching, and even insomnia in sensitive people. Mixing it with other histamine-rich foods can become a counterproductive combination that interrupts your rest. The optimal way to consume it is in small portions, 2 or 3 tablespoons accompanied by healthy carbohydrates at least 2 hours before going to bed. Avoid combining it with heavy proteins or ultra-processed foods during dinner, as this slows digestion and causes nighttime discomfort. Your body emits unmistakable signals when sauerkraut is not adequate. Sudden sensations of heat, itching, or waking with a headache after consuming it indicate possible excess histamine. You do not need specialized experience. Cut cabbage into thin strips, add sea salt, and let it ferment in a clean glass jar for a week. If you buy it commercially, look for raw, unpasteurized varieties, since this process eliminates the live probiotics responsible for the calming effect. Number 6. Oats, the breakfast you should consume before sleeping. Commonly recognized as a nutritious breakfast, what many do not know is that oats can transform into a powerful ally for deep sleep. This modest cereal, consumed at the right moment with the proper accompaniments, has the capacity to calm your nervous system and stabilize your energy throughout the night. Its effect begins with its unique combination of magnesium, zinc, and complex carbohydrates. Magnesium acts as a natural tranquilizer, relaxing muscles, reducing nervous activity, and lowering blood pressure, preparing the ideal physical conditions for sleep. Complementarily, zinc directly participates in the synthesis of melatonin, the biochemical regulator that signals the body it's time to disconnect from external stimuli. What truly distinguishes oats is their ability to maintain stable blood sugar levels for prolonged hours. This factor is decisive because one of the most frequent reasons for waking up in the middle of the night is precisely the drop in blood sugar. the body activates an alarm state, waking you up to quickly seek energy. Oats, digested slowly, prevent these peaks and drops, keeping your system balanced. Experiencing nighttime hunger or difficulty silencing your mind at bedtime are clear indicators of possible benefit from the nutrients of this cereal. Additionally, it contains aveanine, a natural compound with mild sedative properties that acts directly on the nervous system, reducing mental hyperactivity without generating dependency or excessive drowsiness. An ideal way to consume oats before bed is as a light dinner, half a cup cooked in warm plant-based milk, almond or oat milk, accompanied by nuts such as almonds or walnuts and a pinch of cinnamon. This combination enhances the relaxing effect and simultaneously regulates blood sugar thanks to the regulatory action of cinnamon. Number 7. Chamomile. The effective infusion only if you know how to prepare it correctly. Undoubtedly, chamomile figures among the most recognized infusions for relaxation. However, there is one aspect few people know. Its real effectiveness depends completely on the preparation method. If you simply dip a tea bag in boiling water for 2 minutes, you will probably get a softly aromatic drink with minimal impact on your rest. The component that makes chamomile a powerful ally for sleep is apigenin, a natural modulating substance of the nervous system that binds to specific brain receptors, reducing anxiety and calming mental activity. It works as a silent signal telling your body, you can let go of control, it is time to rest. Important: apigenin is sensitive to extreme heat. Pouring boiling water directly over the plant could destroy precisely the compound necessary to improve your sleep. Ideally, let the water cool slightly before using it, approximately 80 to 84 degrees Celsius. How to identify this without a thermometer? When the water stops bubbling but continues releasing constant steam, it has reached the optimal temperature. Another crucial factor is the infusion time. Many people barely let chamomile steep for 1 or 2 minutes, while science recommends between 8 and 10 minutes with the cup covered. This recommendation prevents the evaporation of essential oils, concentrating them in the liquid and considerably increasing their relaxing properties. The material of the container also significantly influences the outcome. Preferably prepare the infusion in glass or ceramic cups. Metals can alter the composition of the active principles. By using loose dried flowers instead of commercial tea bags, you will obtain more potent effects due to the higher concentration of active components. To prepare an ideal infusion, add a teaspoon of dried flowers per cup of hot water, cover it, and let it steep for at least 10 minutes. Consume it 30 to 40 minutes before sleeping in a calm environment, preferably with dim lighting and no nearby screens. By maintaining this ritual consistently every night at a regular time, you will train your body to recognize that moment as the beginning of rest. The flavor and aroma become a sensory anchor that the brain associates with calm. In just a few days, you will begin to notice that sleep comes more easily and stays longer.